other big question that everybody seems to want to know: who are the playable characters in this game? Of course, we had like a bajillion characters in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. There's like every Zelda character under the sun. This one, we just know of like the main six. We know that we're gonna have Link, Zelda, Miva, Rivali, Daruk, and Urbosa. Do you think that there's room for any more playable characters?
I can see Impa, maybe a younger Impa. I
Actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that, and let me cut you off and just rephrase that quick. Do you even want any more playable characters?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There's some people who've been saying that as much as this is going to be a prequel game to Breath of the Wild, it's still a Hyrule Warriors game, so there's going to be probably some quirky thing where they can bring in either characters from Breath of the Wild or even from different Zelda games, which I'm not opposed to.
Oh.
I'm not opposed to as long as we get our main story. Like if there's like
Oh.
additional maps, you know how Hyrule Warrior has additional maps, and then you could play as other Zelda characters in those. That's fine. But as long as the main story campaign is left alone with those characters and Breath of the Wild characters alone, I'm okay with it.
Oh, I hate that. I don't want if Tingle showed up in this game, that would be so awful. Like that would just be so immersion breaking to me.
Not even if it was
Yeah,
just extra content.
if I don't know, maybe if it was like strictly like extra like nothing to do with anything, but it's just like there. You know what? No, actually, no. I don't want that. I hate that. We have that in Hyrule Warriors already. If
Yeah.
I want to go play as Marin, I can fire up Hyrule Warriors. I want to play as. I mean, I'm not sure that this game needs more than the six playable characters because I really want them to focus on those characters and developing them and the relationships between them. However, I agree that we're probably going to get more playable characters. So if we do go that way, I want people like young Impa.
Yeah.
I think that she would be a really wicked character to play as. I think that Robbie and Pyrrha would be good characters. They could have some like techie kind of move sets. I think that King Rome is probably a pretty good
Yeah.
chance that he's going to show up and be playable.
I would think so too.
And I have two that I think are plausible here. Al, tell me what you think.
Okay.
I think that it's likely that we probably play as Cass in this,
Oh,
and he has some like big accordion that he slaps on people or something. I don't know.
interesting.
And I could absolutely 100% see Hestu being a playable character.
Yeah. Probably. I don't know if I
So
want
yeah.
that, but like I can see it.
Oh, I could see it clear as day. Him attacking with his little, what are they called? Marambas,
Maracas?
What did I call them?
Bars?
Oh God,
I don't even know.
I don't know either. So yeah, I think that those would be like, I think that would probably be plausible. I don't want anyone playable that's not in Breath of the Wild though. I don't think.
I get that. It's hard to think of Breath of the Wild characters. I wonder if there's going to be some weird way that you could play as new champions. I know it's not set in that 100 years ago timeline, but I wonder if that would be a plausible thing. Maybe they'll have a maybe they'll have a section or a map that is in current day Breath of the Wild and you could play as those characters or something. That'd be kind of cool. Um
I could be down with that.
yeah, like
The only thing I would say about that is I think that it's probably likely that we'll play as them or at least get to know them a little bit better in Breath of the Wild 2. So I would
yeah.
be okay if they didn't,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
fair.
I, I could see that.
That's fair. But other than that, it's really hard to think of characters because there isn't a lot that are like part of the main story of Breath of the Wild. There's plenty of NPCs, obviously. I mean, we can just ask Mossies for the top 50 NPCs that could be in this game.
Right.
But at the just
I mean, the thing is too is that this takes place 100 years before
right.
Breath of the Wild. So like, as much as we want to play as Bolson, like he's probably not even born yet
Oh, that
at this
makes me
point.
sad.
Can you imagine he just builds a house on top of somebody?
Oh my god, I love
Actually, let me
it.
let me correct that. He just sits there while someone else
He
builds a
does his
house.
little ooh ooh dance.